Mohandas Pai is joining us. Mohandas Pai, so NH Raja makes a derogatory comment. He's suspended from the party. There is action. He's arrested. He's out on bail. But what about these politically affiliated people who are walking out on the streets calling for Sartan se juda, butchering of a person?
No, I agree with you, Anand. You know, the BJP party has taken action against the gentleman Raja Singh, which is very good, because I think no political party should tolerate any of their members, including ministers, making any derogatory comments against the holy icons of any religion. Any religion. It doesn't matter which religion it is, they must not accept it. It's good. But at the same time, when you have these jihadis marching in the streets of Hyderabad, the TRS government must take action to protect the life, liberty and property of citizens. Now there's a fear psychosis in Hyderabad because they're all marching and say Sartan Juda. You know what happens when these people come with this kind of slogans? The mullahs will instigate people to go cut people's throat. Now, like what happens in Nupur Sharma, some people are sympathetic to something, and they will attack them. So there's a fear psychosis being created, and these people who are threatening openly should be caught up by the police, irrespective of political party, and put into the jail.
The other aspect is they are now encouraging minors, young children. These videos are being shown standing near Charminar and chanting these slogans. We saw some similar efforts being made by PFI in Kerala. This is a dangerous trend, but there is no action taken.
Anand, is illegal to have children do all this. We know that. In fact, National Child Commission or something, Mr. Kunungo has sent notices to people. I think the TRS government should take care to make sure that children are not indoctrinated. Children don't become, victims of hate mongering, and they don't think that hate mongering is very normal. I think government has to take action. TRS is failing in being partial, in being selective, and not acting against all these people. It's good to arrest Raja Singh. It should be done because he has made those comments unnecessary and could be derogatory. But I know at the same time all these people threatening public murder, calling for somebody's neck to be cut. I think the government should take action against them and also against the children, and the people who instigated the children should be put in jail. It's illegal to use children.
Asaduddin Owaisi comes out and says more action should be taken against Raja Singh, but his own party corporators, those who have operated his social media handles till 2019, party leaders are sitting there and chanting Sartan se juda. He has not said anything. He has not taken action against such people. In the past, he has said that anybody who makes such calls should also be reprimanded.
OIC has been known for putting on a face which is very different from what that person is. He comes out as a person who is a very sort of a person who is even-handed, etc. But his supporters, what his supporters are, is an Islamist party. It's a fully Islamist party. You know the heritage, you know where they came from if you look at their history. And this person is very well educated. He puts on this face, but he allows his brother, who is also a member of the assembly, to openly threaten others. And it's become very normal for these jihadis to threaten people, and the government keeps quiet for political reason. It's time the government puts down its foot and has the rule of law, especially in Hyderabad. Because if this kind of agitation continues in Hyderabad, the reputation of Hyderabad will be tarnished. And this government has worked very hard to build the reputation of Hyderabad. This government has worked very hard. They've done very good work. They should stop all this tarnishing of the image, because once you get a fear psychosis, especially in a city where these Islamists are there in large numbers and they take very extreme position, is not good for the city. So I think the government should take action immediately and be even-handed and not selective.
The other aspect is 9 years ago, Akbaruddin Owaisi, while he made the 15-minute comment, he also mocked Hindu deities. He even named all of them and said that he termed them manhus. This is the terminology that he used.
Yes.
Till date, there has been no apology. So is it very rich coming from the AIMIM when they talk about parity and respect for religions?
Anand, these jihadis and Islamists have been mocking Hindus, mocking Hindu gods like the Pakistanis do. The language is the same in India too. And I don't think we should accept that in this country. Anybody who mocks Hindu gods, anybody who makes fun of them, they should be arrested by the government under the same section to arrest people if they make any comments against the icons of the Islamic faith. I think the law should be even-handed for both. We have a law in this country and implementation of the law only for one part of society because all these people want the Muslim vote. So they pamper to the jihadis. And pampering the jihadis is not going to get you anywhere. And even for all these so-called parties, you must remember that voters are watching all this. They're not going to vote for you if you don't uphold the law. You must uphold the law irrespective of who it is. And today we see the sad spectacle. Hindu gods are mocked daily and even out for all these fellows. We have mullahs saying Saratan Jud marching on the street, giving comments, making jokes about Gaumutra, and that Munawar Joker, and the Joker Munawar has been known for abusing people. And we got Lutyens Jali trying to support them to say freedom of speech. If this freedom of speech should apply to everybody. It cannot be selective. But today, since governments are taking a stand that making such comments against any faith is not okay, which I agree, government should take action against all these people.
Now, the other thing is now we have a Congress leader from by the name of Firoz Khan who is now turning around and saying till the time Raja Singh publicly apologizes, I urge everybody to come together, especially the Muslims, to go and hit him, physically hit him.
Well, I think these are the kind of extremist statements they make to attract attention and to get the votes, because in that community, the more and more extreme you appear, the more and more you seem to be getting some street followers. I don't know why this happens, because I think calmer voices must prevail. Because the big issues for everybody in this country is getting jobs. Hyderabad has done very well. And Telangana depends on Hyderabad. The TRS government has worked very, very hard in the last many years to improve Hyderabad and make Hyderabad a global center. They must not allow it to be thrown away, because Hyderabad is a growth engine for Telangana and is a job giver for Telangana. And all these people making extremist statements are hurting the prospects of young people from all communities. It doesn't matter where you are. All young people deserve to get good jobs, good economic prospects, and you're destroying the future by making these extremist statements. I think government should step in and put all these people into jail and say, we are going to enforce the rule of law. That is very important.
Mohandas Pai ji, right now H. Raja and his lawyer are also receiving threatening calls. But my final question to you is, are you worried about this increasing trend of people thinking it is okay to chant medieval slogans like butcher somebody, like Sartan Se Juda? This is all started by the Tehreek-e-Labbaik in Pakistan. Are we a nation of fanatics and radicals that we should encourage this?
Anand, my view is very simple. There has been no repercussion of a serious nature for people who provoke people to chant like this. Because all the state governments all over the country should take a stand that anybody instigating people will be charged, they'll be put into jail. And that has to be done irrespective of who that is all across India. The state governments have been weak, they've been playing politics, they've been selective, they've been allowing this to happen, and the visuals are coming, this encouraging all these radical jihadis to do more and more radical stuff and threaten people. It is a sign of weak governments all over the country. We need people like a Yogi Adityanath to stand up and say, this is not acceptable, you'll go to jail if you do that. Unless the law is enforced, it's going to create a fear psychosis all across India. The freedom of expression has been damaged in this country, irreversibly, by allowing all these people to threaten people openly. And Lutyens Delhi is also responsible because of the selective support. They support all these extremists and jihadis, and they should not support. All of us should take a principled stand. Do not abuse the holy figures of any religion. If you do that, the law should go against you. Do not threaten people in public. Do not have these slogans. If you do, you'll meet the force of the law. I think we should strictly implement the rule of law across everybody. And if you do it against everybody, that will only take this country forward.
Fair point made, Mohandas Pai ji, always straight and calling a spade